Hello, my name's Lori Lamato. I'm a licensed professional counselor. I'm a licensed drug and alcohol counselor. This channel is called Courage to Change. Today's topic is going to be about, recovering from when we think we don't trust people. Trust is a big factor. Okay. Trust can be something from childhood. It could be something from an interpersonal relationship that either got damaged and externally outside of you, someone has made you feel unsafe and made you feel like I can't trust. Okay. Now, one of the things I think is important is and you might not like to hear this because we like to blame others. My boyfriend made me not trust them. My mother made me not trust her. My husband made me not trust him. Like, these are external things outside of us, and we can kind of deflect and blame and say, because they did this, I don't trust them. Okay, because they did that, I don't trust them. And then trust becomes something that's an internal thing. This is basically what's external that you don't trust and what's internal. Okay, these are two different things. So externally, there's going to be things around you that you question. Okay, I scan my atmosphere, I observe, I pay attention to what's going on around me, and I can feel like they lied to me or they betrayed me, and I don't trust them. Okay, so there's some obvious outside things that make people question who in society they can trust in their belief system, who government even. We might not trust the government, okay? You might not trust different races. There's lots of things externally outside that you can say, I have all these trust issues. There could have been abuse, sexual abuse. There could have been things that really make you doubt human nature, people, society, okay? I'm going to give a different perspective for you because it's going to be important for you as the individual to heal that trust issue. You're going to, again, I've talked about repeating cycles and how often we repeat the same patterns, and it's just in a different person, but we repeat the same things. It's a cycle. It's an abuse cycle. It's a power and control cycle. Lots of terms we can use, okay, when there's pain and trauma. But for your healing, for you to heal, you have to do the internal work on your trust issues, okay? You saying, I don't trust society, is something that you have to heal. It would be more like trying to change the framing of, gave an expectation in that relationship and I was disappointed. They disappointed me, and the expectation was a flaw for them. Okay, and it was a character flaw, and I expected too much, and I'm disappointed. Or I had this imagination of them. I really, really believed this idea, idolizing or imagining them to be something. And when time went on, they weren't that person. Okay, so yeah, there's disappointment, and there's an awareness that we can see people's flaws, okay? We can see that they aren't what we hope them to be, but they can't cause you to not trust. It's up to you to say it, like, I expected something and I got disappointed. That's your trust issue. If you can't trust, then you are going to struggle with love. If you don't trust your own discernment, if you don't trust your own insight, if you don't trust and be aware of what your surroundings are, if you don't trust the partner you're with, that's your sickness, that's your heartache, that's your thing to heal. The belief system of not trusting limits you. It's going to limit you from having healthy relationships. It's going to limit you from seeing society in a healthier way, to be more secure. If something bothers you and you don't trust them, cut them off. Okay? If you keep them in your life, then I don't trust this person because they've hurt me or they've said something. Then this is a issue that you have that you have to address. I mean, there's a biblical verse that says, if your eye be evil, pluck it out. And if your hand be evil, cut it off. Something to this effect, okay? So if your eye be evil means if your perspective is distorted, then change your perspective. That's you doing, I need to turn around and look at my perspectives of what I think of society and people and the ones around me. And do I trust and believe in them? And do I trust my own discernment? And if your hand be evil means then cut it off. Obviously, you're not going to cut your hand off. But if something around you is unhealthy, then cut it out. If you decide to keep that circling around you, okay, and you decide to keep people in your circle that you question your peace of mind, again, the heart rate's up and your stomach's nervous, then cut them out. Because you're the one who has to heal this trust issue, which is then a love issue, which would then leave you alone. It's going to be something that, I'm not even talking like loyalty and faithfulness. That could be something too, that you might have had people have affairs and cheat on you. That never feels good, okay? They let you down, they backstabbed you, they left you out in the cold, and you had an expectation that relationship is going to be something else, and that hurts. Fine. But this is also about trusting someone in your corner that's going to protect and provide a mental health space for you that feels good and safe. That feels, I trust them with my heart. I trust them with my mind. And if you don't, you have to cut them off. This is your issue. Okay? And sometimes we might project and say, oh, because 10 years ago, that person betrayed me and cheated on me, that means every person going forward is going to cheat on me. That's your issue. That's your sickness. That's your pain. That's something you have to address. And that is not easy. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, this is like a walk through the park, that I have to look at my own trust issues. But we can only blame shift for so long. And then you have to confront yourself. And you have to heal yourself, your discernment, your part you play, what you're enabling, what codependencies you might have, what is going on inside of you, that we want to blame everyone in society for your lack of trust issues. That's your job. It's a sick heart. It's something that is, challenging because you have had life experiences, but it is up to you. If you're someone who doesn't want to, you want to just fall in love and have these romantic, relationships that's intimate and vulnerable, but you are sick with no trust, how are you going to fall in love? What's going to come out? What's going to come out of you is lack of trust, overreactions, suspicions, doubts, and I mean, I heard it was this guy, Kirk, he was on a YouTube, and he used a guy, Wayne Dyer, which is a great author, but he used this example about an orange. And when you squeeze an orange, okay, what should come out? He said, would it be apple juice? No. Would it be lemon juice? No. It should be orange juice, okay? So when you are squeezed in relationships, when you are squeezed and you don't have trust inside of you, the pressure of a relationship, the pressure of the world, if you're squeezed and this pressure comes, what's going to come out is bubbling. I don't trust. I don't like. You are going to hurt me. You are going to betray me. So when you're squeezed, that's your problem, okay? I know this is making sense. It's just, we like to blame shift. We like to blame other people, okay? To say, at this age, when I was 15, this happened, so now I don't trust. When I was 25 and I was a single mother, when I was, married and divorced, and it was a horrible divorce, I don't trust anyone now. That's your issue. And if it brings up resentment, it brings up anger, if it brings up, pain, this is your job to heal it. Because we want, when you're squeezed in relationships, when you're squeezed with societal things, when you're squeezed by your boss, that what comes out is more of a calm and enjoyment of like pleasantry that, okay, I have to think now, how do I want to do this? Do I stay angry? Or do I think of a way to calm my spirit and respond correctly? You have choices, okay? And those choices is part of your growth. Do I stay not trusting or do I leave the job? Do I, pluck my eye out and change my perspective so that I can think more clear? This is something that's going to be up to you. Trust, can be lost. Yeah, you can be in relationships and trust can be lost. But then trust can also be repaired and regained. And then other times just meeting someone, trust can be earned, okay? But you have to work on your part. It's easy to blame shift. It's easy to blame external things. All these things that happen cause me to not trust. That's your problem. That's your sickness. That's something you have to look at. So I'm going to leave it at that because I want you to know that's an awareness. Wow, this is my issue. It's no one else's issue. And I'll never fall in love. I won't be in love. I don't trust. Why would I be in love? Trust is, the foundation of love. Yet you want to be in love. You want to be in a relationship. You want a companionship, but yet you don't trust. That's your healing. Okay? So please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Take what I said, be aware, think about it a little bit. Is this me? Is this facts? Is this not facts? Do I have a trust issue? Again, it might not only be faithful and loyalty. Maybe exclusivity is something that you're good at, but you don't feel safe and trust that you can have a mental safe space or an emotional safe space. You're not protected by this person. That's your issue. Okay, so have a good day. I'm going to end on that. And please, again, hit the like and subscribe.